Good morning. I'm Carlos Fernandez, Policy Analyst at the Vegas Chamber. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to What Reopening Means for Your Business webinar, featuring representatives from the City of Las Vegas, City of North Las Vegas, Clark County, and Vegas Chamber President and CEO, Beth Sewald. Before we get started, I'm going to take a moment to explain some features of this call. In order to preserve high sound quality, we'll be muting everyone on the call besides our presenters to make it easier for everyone to hear. If you'd like to ask a question, there are a few ways you could do so. If you're joining this call on the web or through the mobile app, you can ask a question by using the chat feature on the interface. We'll ask a question on your behalf. You can also ask a question by clicking the hand raise button on the interface. We'll call your name and unmute your line so you can ask your question. Once you have asked your question, we will remute your line so everyone on the call can hear the answer. In order to preserve time, we ask that you please keep questions brief. We'll be taking all questions at the end of the call. And now please welcome Vegas Chamber President and CEO, Beth Sewald.
Thank you so much, Carlos, and welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today as we partner with the Nevada Business Information Network for this webinar today with business and licensing representatives from Clark County, the City of Las Vegas, the City of North Las Vegas. And the goal of today's webinar is truly to share crucial information about the local guidelines that businesses are going to be expected to follow in regard to opening amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. The speakers you're going to hear from today are experts at the city, and they're going to talk about how reopening will affect the businesses directly. So you're definitely on a great webinar today. Before I introduce our panelists, I want to make sure that you know about a couple of additional webinars that we're putting on. One is tomorrow on Thursday. We will host our final edition of our Going Back to Work webinar series. And that's going to be on how to keep and grow your team's culture with 6 feet of separation. So you can go to vegaschamber.com and sign up for that one tomorrow. The next one after that is going to be on June 1st. You don't want to miss that. That's with the State of Nevada Labor Commissioner Shannon Chambers. She's going to share important federal and state labor guidelines and information that businesses are going to need to know in response to the pandemic, as well as how they can access federal resources. So you definitely want to join us on June 1st for State of Nevada Labor Commissioner Shannon Chambers. And again, for more information, just go to vegaschamber.com to sign up. All right, and now it is my pleasure to introduce our guests for today. We have 2 on video and 2 on the phone. On video, we have Mary McElhone, City of Las Vegas Deputy Planning Director. Mary, welcome and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Our other Mary is Mary Aldava, City of North Las Vegas Business Licensing Manager. Mary, thank you for joining us as well.
Thank you for having us.
And our other 2 guests today on the phone are Jacqueline Holloway, Clark County, Director of the Department of Business Licensing. Jacqueline, thank you for joining us today.
And thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. We also have Shawnee Coleman, Clark County. She's the Director, Community and Economic Development. So Shawnee, thank you as well. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we really appreciate having you all today. I know there's a lot of information, so we'll start by turning the conversation over to you guys to kind of kick us off, and then we'll go ahead and take some questions. So which one of you would like to kick off our webinar today?
Well, I can start if that's okay.
Sure.
Again, thank you very much for having me here today. I know that the topic of discussion is what are some of the things that some of the jurisdictions are doing to help the business community. So one of the things that the city just recently started was this business preparedness grant. And so that's a grant that was created by the City of Las Vegas using some of the CARES Act funds. And so it's a $4,000 grant up to a maximum of $4,000, and basically it's supposed to fund expenses associated with personal protective equipment, facility retrofits for health and safety measures, or other expenses needed to prepare for the business to reopen. So there's a process in which you do need to apply, and you do need to be in the city. You have to have a current active business license, but that can be, information on that can be found on our website. There are a couple of other programs that we've also just recently started. Some of these places, these retail stores and restaurants, have some issues with social distancing. And so the city started, has basically temporarily suspended the public sidewalk use permitting for restaurants and retail. So they are allowed to operate. There are some guidelines out there on the sidewalk. That has also been extended to some of the commercial centers using the parking lots and sidewalks inside of those commercially zoned properties so that they can meet those social distancing requirements. So those are some of the programs that we've been working on to helping small businesses, and there's more information available on all those programs on our website.
Okay, Mary, great. Thank you very much.
This is Shawnee, and so just to follow up what Mary said, on the Clark County side, I know that when the city implemented their programs, we've got a number of calls as well. And so Clark County is looking to do some similar programs where we will support small businesses through direct grants. Ours is slightly different in that we've separated out the programs. There is a program that is a working capital grant. We are looking at a program that specifically addresses PPE and protective retrofits to businesses. And we are also looking at another program that may assist with commercial rental assistance. And so there is an item on the Clark County Commission agenda for Tuesday. And so hopefully after that date, we will have more information and guidance that can be found on the Clark County website. If you're looking for it, there's a tab for economic development, and there is under economic development, there's a tab for economic recovery. So businesses will be able to hopefully in the next few days be able to go to our website and find information on business support programs as well.
Okay, this is great news. Great to hear about these grants. Shawnee and Mary, are there are these grants available to nonprofits as well?
This is with Shawnee with Clark County. We're still working through some of those details right now, so we don't have a specific answer right yet on nonprofits.
Yeah, this is Mary, and I'm looking at my list here, and it's telling me that the nonprofit entities are not eligible at this time. Whether that changes in the future or not, we'll see.
Okay, very good. Jacqueline, was that you about to chime in?
Yes. I just wanted to speak a little bit about what Southern Nevada has been able to do together, all of the municipalities. We started out developing a business reopening guide, and all of my partners with us today participated in that process, and I really appreciated it. What we're trying to do is provide a high level of business support and outreach and information. It's very important for our businesses to open according to the governor's directives, okay? And then also to consider public health and safety, as well as your business license status checks. One of the things that we're pleased to announce in reopening, businesses do not have to go back through any inspection processes, such as a new zoning redeterminations, no health inspections, no public health safety inspections. Now, pardon me? Okay, so in that case, that makes it very streamlined and efficient for the businesses to go ahead and reopen. So our guide indicates all of the information. We have a very robust area for technical support. We have contact numbers, technical assistance. We have industry-specific information, and we do, in fact, update the guide very often. The other thing, too, is that we have put together some resolutions to support phase-in strategies. So we had a resolution that allowed for the resort hotels to phase in their operations. And on Tuesday, we will have a second resolution that will allow for our liquor and gaming businesses to phase in, to where they can streamline, where we will bypass some of the ordinance requirements at this point, and we will give them a 90-day waiver with renewal options. So that's the support that we're trying to provide our businesses in Clark County.
Okay, great. I'm already getting a couple of questions about these grants. Mary McElhone, how extensive is the application, or expensive, I should say? Is there a fee for to apply for these grants, and what is the deadline, and is it first come, first served?
Well, it is first come, first serve, but I was told at the end of the day yesterday that there is still plenty of money available. So I certainly would apply. There's no fee to apply, and we're usually turning them around within 24 hours. So it's a pretty fast process and a pretty easy process, and you basically start by going online on the City of Las Vegas website, and you can apply online through that method, and hopefully you'll know something within the next day or so.
Okay, great. Mary Aldava from the City of North Las Vegas. We haven't heard from you yet. Welcome.
Thank you. So similar to what Jacqueline is saying, is we're trying to support our businesses as much as possible, and a lot of it is through that Southern Nevada Business Reopening Guide that we do have online that we all contributed to, which I believe has been very helpful. And Jacqueline, like she said, she's been updated on a regular basis. Obviously on our website, we have links to many resources, financial assistance. I learned today that our economic development is working also on funding resources for small businesses. Not sure at the status of this point of how to apply yet, but hopefully we'll have something online here soon. We're also providing grace periods for our renewals for our business licensing, 60-day grace periods. So it won't, the hardship won't be on there on our businesses to, think of their renewal notices and take time to reopen. But hopefully, they can contact us at any time in our website or me directly for any assistance to reopening.
Okay, great. Another question. This person directed this question to Shawnee. They say they're on the Clark County Economic Development tab, and the only thing on economic recovery is the free health posters. So they're asking, when will the programs you mentioned be listed on the website, or are they somewhere else?
No, that is the correct page. We are waiting for the Clark County Commission to hear the items on Tuesday. And so once we get additional direction and guidance from the Clark County Commission, we will post the information on that page.
Okay, excellent. Another question is that during this time, a lot of people have launched or created brand new businesses and new ventures out of their homes, for example. The question says some of them are not necessarily properly licensed. If someone becomes aware of such a business, what is the protocol to address that?
I can probably answer that. So if it's in the City of Las Vegas or whatever local jurisdiction they are located in, you would contact usually the local business licensing jurisdiction. And in our case, if it's in the city, you can either do that through our email, which is license@lasvegasnevada.gov, or you can also contact us, and our phone number is 702-229-6281, and we get calls from all the local jurisdictions. So if you happen to call the wrong local jurisdiction, we always forward that information on to the right one.
Okay, great. A lot of folks asking about what the funding covers. Does that cover training by chance as well?
This is Shawnee. The Clark County program that we're looking at for retrofit would cover training. So if you had to hire someone to come in and train your employees on how to properly function in your establishment with COVID response, right now that is listed as an eligible item.
Okay. And we know that a lot of businesses don't really need to interact with business licensing to reopen. However, there are some other businesses that definitely will have to, and I think we sort of touched on this, but I got the question again. So what are some of the types of businesses that absolutely will require an inspection by your offices in order to reopen?
Well, for the city of Las Vegas, it's not maybe necessarily an inspection. I know that with the gaming industry right now, they do need to contact us and send us a notification form. Those are the procedures that we put in place. And part of that is because when they closed down, were operating in a certain manner with so many slot machines and table games and restaurants and things like that. And now when they're reopening, part of the problem is there's in our code and even in the Nevada revised statute, there's certain parameters that they're supposed to follow in order to be a resort hotel. And so some of that has changed now for them because of this social distancing. And so we need to know what those are. How many slot machines they're opening up? Are they not going to have a 24-hour restaurant? Is that restaurant that's supposed to have 60 dining seats not going to be able to have certain dining seats? Different parameters like that. So there is a notification process with the city. I think some of the jurisdictions, Clark County is also has an application process as well. So those are some of the ones that for sure there is a process that needs to take place. I know that with the city, we told some of our businesses, you know, if your renewal is coming due and you just don't want to pay that and you don't want to take an extension to pay it down every 3 months and you want to close, we will accept a closure right now. But some of those businesses, when they do reopen down the road, they may need another inspection. So it depends on the business model. So that's probably an example.
Okay, great.
And this is Jacqueline. Hi, this is Jacqueline. I wanted to add to Mary's comments. We also have reopening applications, especially for privileged licenses, such as resort hotels and liquor and gaming establishments. If you're a general business holder, and if you have not made any changes to your business, generally speaking, we will not require opening inspections.
This is Mary, North Las Vegas as well. We're asking our casinos and taverns to notify us, you know, and just like what Mary said, you know, how much of your casino will be open, how many gaming tables, slots, and also, you know, our small restricted gaming facilities to advise us of when they'll be opening and how they'll be opening.
Okay. Would you all mind to give out the websites again for the resources for the jurisdictions? I know we've given out a couple.
Yes, this is Jacqueline. We have a dedicated line for business licensing technical assistance. That line number is 702-455-6561. And we also have a business licensing technical assistance email. It is blreopeningassistance@clarkcountynv.gov. And as Mary had indicated, we receive questions and inquiries from businesses across the jurisdictions, and we very quickly get that information over to the individual jurisdiction that it belongs to.
Okay, great. Any other websites or numbers y'all could give out?
For North Las Vegas, our direct business license number is 702-633-1520. And our business license email address is businesslicense@cityofnorthlasvegas.com. And our main website, which has a lot of resources, is www.cityofnorthlasvegas.com.
And this is Shawnee for Clark County. If you visit clarkcountynv.gov, at the top, if you click on economic development, all of my contact information, my direct contact information is there. My direct email address and my direct phone line are there if anyone has any questions.
Okay. All right. This person, next question says, I am allowed to reopen my business under phase 2. Is there a checklist that is available or any additional information on the new guidelines so that they can make sure to be in compliance?
Well, this is Mary from the city of Las Vegas. That is what we are waiting for. So all we have now is a table and then what the governor's statement was that he released. And we heard that those further guidelines are going to be available to us later on this afternoon. So what I would do is keep checking that Nevada Health Response website, and hopefully we'll see something there this afternoon.
Okay. This person owns a catering company, and they're asking if they are able to reopen under phase 2.
This is Mary. We actually had a short conversation on that this morning. We are anticipating that with the governor's recent directive that social gatherings, whether public or private, with 50 or fewer people is now going to be allowed, that would include you know, people who want to have weddings and you know, even funerals and different social gatherings. So that's something that hopefully we'll get some more clarification on this afternoon.
Okay, this next question is about timing. They said they just opened a brand new business, and they're asking if they are able to apply for the grants that were mentioned by Las Vegas and Clark County.
For Clark County right now, as drafted, the plans require that you have been in business for at least 6 months prior to March 15th.
Yeah, for the city of Las Vegas, as far as the eligibility guidelines I have here in front of me, it says to have an active business license within the city, an original license issuance date must have occurred on or before December 1st of 2019. However, there is probably no harm in applying. I believe it's a simple process, and you never know, they may loosen these guidelines.
Okay. Are y'all any aware of the resources and places that businesses can find PPE? This person says that their business has never needed PPE, and they're struggling now to find it now that it's required. Resources for that?
I believe there is a list floating out around there. I think Vegas Chamber helped put that list together. And so if they want to email me, if they want to go to the economic development webpage on Clark County's website, if they email me, then I can send that list out to them.
Okay, is that Shawnee?
Yes, this is Shawnee, sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. Yeah, you're right, Shawnee. We did put together a list. The Vegas Chamber has also, we also have posters that will help educate folks on what they need to do. But the Vegas Chamber also has masks, or will have masks, that we are planning to distribute to our members and just to people in the community. We don't have them yet, but all the chambers will have a supply of masks. So if it's not the Vegas Chamber, you can go to Henderson or Latin or Urban. Those guys will have masks at least as well. So that'll be a good resource. And
I also want to point out the posters. I know that there were a number of posters that were printed that specifically reflect the stay safe and stay open from the state campaign. If you guys happen to run out, on Clark County's economic development page, there are free posters as well in English and in Spanish, and they address things like keeping a social distance, 6 feet apart, hand washing, covering your sneeze and cough, things like that. They can be downloaded for free. They come in 3 different sizes, a half sheet, a whole sheet, and an oversized sheet. And they were designed so businesses can print them directly on a traditional, regular, standard printer, if that's something that they're interested in.
Okay, excellent. And we have curbside pickup service at the Vegas Chamber as well at the Smith Center, and I think we still have a supply left. So thank you for mentioning that. The next question: are any of the local government offices offering building inspections via Skype for business? Anybody doing it by Skype?
This is Mary with North Las Vegas. Our building department is doing all inspections right now, are doing video inspections right now. They don't have that many inspectors, they're all doing them from home.
Yes, and this is Jacqueline, Clark County Building Department. They are also doing inspections by Skype. And then as we reopen the building to the public, we are also considering having our appointments, our application appointments by FaceTime or Skype. And so I think that'll be a benefit to the businesses as well. Or a business can drop off an application, and then we will have a professional get back in touch with them through those apparatuses to take care of their applications.
Yeah, and
Okay,
this
great.
is from the city of Las Vegas. I believe that our building and safety department is also doing those inspections via Skype as well.
Okay, great. Another question about the posters. Are those required to be posted by labor laws? Do businesses have to post?
This is Shawnee with Clark County. I don't believe so. The ones that we created, and I think the ones for the state, were just as a convenience item and just to promote public safety. We know everybody doesn't have access to graphic artists and or printers, and we just figured that that was an expense that we could cover for businesses. And so not required by law, just the convenience.
Great,
That is
that's my,
correct.
well, thank you. Okay, are any of your offices currently open for business, or are all the services via the website, the internet?
For Clark
This is
County
Jacqueline.
For Clark
Go
County
ahead.
Development, we are not currently open at this time. I think under phase 2, based on the governor's release, we would be looking to open within the next week or 2. So.
Yes, and this is Jacqueline.
Go ahead, Jacqueline.
Okay, this is Jacqueline. We are not yet open to the public, but we certainly encourage the utilization of online services through our website, which you can access through www.clarkcountynv.gov. We accept online applications, online renewal payments, and so certainly a change form. As a matter of fact, all of our partners, we got together and put together one common change form just in case you have a change of location, change of ownership, change of name, change of address. One page, very simple form that can be accessed online. So we definitely encourage our customers to go online. And if they need technical assistance, they can always call us at the 702-455-6561, and we will walk them through the online process.
This is Mary from the city of Las Vegas. So here at the city, at the DSC, our building is open to the public. However, we do encourage people to call first so that we can see if we can help you online first, or if we can make an appointment to help you out.
Mary with North Las Vegas, our opening date is actually going to be on the 1st. We'll be opening next Monday, but we do encourage everybody to apply online and conduct all their business primarily online.
Okay, great.
Hi, Mary Beth. This is Shawnee. I'm sorry, I need to jump off the call. Thank you so much for allowing me to participate. If there are any questions that come in afterwards, you can shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to provide an answer as necessary.
Okay, Shawnee, thank you very much, and thanks for joining us again.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Another question about the grants. Can those dollars be used to buy face coverings for customers, or do they have to go to employees, or does it matter?
This is Mary from the city. I don't know that it does matter. In the guidelines that I have, it basically just says expenses associated with personal protective equipment. So I would think it could be for your employees or for the public.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mary. I know we got a list last night of the businesses that are able to reopen in phase 2, gyms and salons and so forth. Can you share some other categories of industries that are able to reopen now in phase 2?
Yes, this is Jacqueline. It looks like that now there can be gatherings of up to 50 people, fitness facilities, bars that serve food or serve no food, spas, massage services, additional beauty services, body art and piercing establishments, swimming pools, water parks, museums, art galleries, zoos, aquariums, movie theaters with social distancing, of course, bowling alleys, indoor malls now, because at first the phase 1 opened with outdoor malls, or if you were a store like Macy's, for example, and you had a separate entryway, they could open. But now indoor malls can open, amusement parks, youth sports and recreation.
Okay, Jacqueline, thank you so much for that list. What can a business do if a patron refuses to wear a mask? Is that similar? Can they actually enforce a sort of a policy, like a no shoes, no shirt, no service type of thing if people don't wear a mask?
My understand that the utilization for facial coverings by customers is not mandated. However, employees, and I will ask Mary about this too. I know that my employees will be wearing face coverings when they're taking care of the appointments with the customers. But in terms of a customer, I do not believe that we can mandate the wearing of those. And I will ask both Marys what their opinion on that is.
Yes, this is Mary McElhone from the city. So what we've been telling our businesses is I believe the governor's original announcement 2 weeks ago, I think it was more than 2 weeks ago now, did allow the businesses to have the right to require customers going into their locations to wear face coverings. However, it was not a mandate. And it's not something that here at the City of Las Vegas, we've gotten a few complaints or people are upset because they go into locations and people are not wearing them. And what we explain to them is that it's not something that we can enforce in business licensing.
This is Mary in North Las Vegas, and we've been doing the same thing, and just, it's not mandatory, but we do, you know, like, for example, our employees are wearing their face masks in the office. And we've been told that we're going to ask our customers to wear face masks, and we'll have some at the door when they come in. So they'll take their temperature, and they'll also ask them to wear a mask.
I know I've been in walking around different areas. I've seen signs on the doors of businesses that say a mask is required to enter. So I'm seeing that more and more as businesses want to really encourage people to wear the masks.
Yes, and I do believe the stores do have the right to do that. I can also tell you here at the DSC, now that our business is open to the public, when we're at our cubicle or desks, our offices, we don't have to wear a mask, but once we get up and leave our offices, we have to wear a mask through the entire building, and we get our temperatures taken when we show up to work every day.
Yep. Okay, to clarify, Mary Aldaba, the City of North Las Vegas, is the City of North Las Vegas also offering a grant like Clark County is?
You know what, like I said, my understanding is economic development. Just, I heard that we have some type of grant. I just don't know what it'll entail, what it is for. But I heard about it earlier today, like 30 minutes before I came on this call. And I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Okay.
But our economic development will be taking care of that.
Since Jacqueline mentioned pools a couple of minutes ago, we've gotten some questions on how pools can and will enforce social distancing. Do you guys know of any guidance or guidelines on that?
This is Mary from the city. So those are those guidelines we're hoping to get sometime this afternoon that we haven't seen yet. And I don't know if Jacqueline or Mary Aldava has more information than that.
No, I don't have any additional information as well. And we do have a networking group with the Southern Nevada Health District, and that's probably something that we will clarify after we get all of the set of rules this afternoon.
Okay, great. The question comes in now is, who should a person contact at economic development?
For which jurisdiction?
Well, it just says for economic development. If anybody has a contact person, if any of you has any, we could go that route.
For North Las Vegas, yes. Sorry. For North Las Vegas, they can contact Cynthia Keller, and she's at 702-633-1523. She's their administrative assistant, so she'd be able to help them out.
Okay, great. Mary, that was a question for you.
And yes, and Miss Shawnee Coleman, this is Jacqueline. Miss Shawnee Coleman is our contact person at Clark County.
Okay.
Yeah, and for the city of Las Vegas, I can probably give you two people. One is Tara Anderson, and her email address is teanderson@lasvegasnevada.gov. And the other one is Ryan Smith, and Ryan's email is rysmith@lasvegasnevada.gov. And they both work for EUD and should be able to help someone out with questions.
Okay, great. Thank you all very much. This question is about allowing packaged liquor stores to offer delivery service of packaged liquor to customers or restaurants offering curbside pickup for drinks. Is that still in effect?
For the city of Las Vegas, that is still in effect. So those are accomplished through permits that the city of Las Vegas has issued within the city limits. And right now at city council a few weeks back, we did extend that, I would say, opportunity through January 1st of 2021. It, however, can be pulled back at any time, but right now we're still moving forward where restaurants can do curbside pickup and also delivery for meals with alcohol, and packaged liquor stores are also doing curbside pickup with delivery as well.
Yes, and this is Jacqueline with Clark County. We are allowing that curbside and delivery as well, and we have also extended it down to September 30th of 2020, at which time we will evaluate the effectiveness of it. It is actually part of our phase-in strategy that as businesses phase in their operations, there is some consideration that curbside pickup and delivery will be necessary, will be an important component of their business.
This is Mary in North Las Vegas. We had given the extension just through May 31st, so it's something that we'll have to discuss, or I'll need to discuss with my director and get further and see if we want to extend it out a couple of more months.
Okay, excellent. Has any of your local governments added any additional measures or requirements to the governor's reopening guidelines, and what county or city policies should our members know about from a reopening perspective?
This is Jacqueline. We have not departed from the governor's directives and their set of recommendations upon reopening. We wanted to be in coordination with the governor so that we did not want to send any mixed messages to our businesses. So we're really staying on track with the directives and the set of recommendations as they come out for reopening.
This is Mary from the city of Las Vegas, and we're on the same page with Clark County. We have not added any additional restrictions or guidelines or something along those lines. And I would really encourage when you open your business, depending on what business operational model that you have, whether you're a gym or a restaurant, that you get online. If you serve food or drinks, take a look at Nevada Health District's website. if you're in Southern Nevada, and then please pay attention to whatever those governor's directives are and the opening guidelines that will eventually be on the Nevada Health Response website. Make sure you're aware of how you are supposed to be operating, and please follow those guidelines.
I'm in North Las
And I
Vegas.
would,
I'm
yes,
sorry.
and I would agree. Yes, I would agree with Mary wholeheartedly. And please do not open if your business is not in the particular phase. So that will cost that will get you an enforcement action more than likely. So just please open as the governor directs us by the phases.
As Mary in North Las Vegas, we're also following the directives, the governor's directives. We are not, enforcing more or less. We're just making sure that our businesses do follow those directives.
Okay, great. I really appreciate you all joining us today. You've been just a wealth of information. Thank you again to Jacqueline Holloway, Clark County, Shawnee Coleman, Clark County, Mary McElhone, City of Las Vegas, and Mary Aldaba, the City of North Las Vegas. We really appreciate all your work. Thank you so much for taking care of our businesses on behalf of all of our members and the Board of Trustees at the Vegas Chamber. We really appreciate all you do. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
All right. And thanks to everybody for joining us. If you have any questions, as always, you can check us out on vegaschamber.com. I am also known for giving out my cell phone if anybody needs anything. My number is 702-575-8020. 702-575-8020. Thanks again from the Vegas Chamber, and everybody have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.